Hey, what's going on, you guys? Happy nighttime workout, I guess. Camille and I, we were just upstairs talking about kind of what the day was and what we've done and what we hadn't.
What we haven't done.
We realized we have not done kind of a core workout yet today, let alone haven't done one with you guys. So we wanted to come down here and film phase 3. We are on phase 3. Speaking in hushed tones because we don't want to wake the kids up. But you know what? This is real life, you guys.
At least there's not going to be little people like running around.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about anybody joining us tonight. I guess fortunately or unfortunately, you decide. Okay, cool.
They keep it fun.
And so let's get down to work here. So this workout is a fun one. This is where we kind of take things up to the next level. The first workout is pretty simple. The second workout is building on simplicity. This is one where we start to get into even a little bit more intense workouts. We're going to substitute a couple. We're going to progress a couple. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. So first one we're going to do is laying on our back. So we did this one with phase 2. Is going to be your posterior pelvic tilt with your heel slides. And so again, on our back, knees are bent, flatten your back, tighten the tummy, so pull the navel in towards your spine. Now we're going to slide left leg out, keeping that tummy nice and contracted, and then right leg out, and then slide it back. If you need to relax at this point, please feel free to do so. The important part is I want you to set that system up every time. Again, that's the most important part. I can slide my legs all day long. That's not the contraction that we're after. Flatten the back, suck the stomach in, hold the stomach sucked in while we extend the leg out, and then you can again relax if you'd like to. If you can hold that contraction, let's just keep going. Now the whole purpose here is the weight of my leg is going to want to pull my hips into what we'd call an anterior tilt. Tip them up, arch my back up off of the floor. Your objective is to keep that back flat, so my back shouldn't move during this. Keep that stomach, keep that belly button sucked in. We're going to do 10 heel slides on each side. It's just like that. I always expect Camille to be counting. She never lets me down.
8.
Nice. And so again, you guys, you should feel that deep in your abs. It's been really cool. A lot of you have been commenting about how you feel these workouts in a different spot than you're used to with normal ab workouts. It's exactly what I'm after. Okay, exercise 2, this is going to be a new one. It's going to be a straight leg raise. Again, building on the principle of physics and biomechanics, we're taking the weight of our leg away from our anchor point, but now we're adding a different contraction. We're actually going to raise it up towards the ceiling, just like that. And so again, let's set up that system. So posterior pelvic tilt, so I should be able to flatten my back. And so now, I'll let my stomach relax. Hopefully you guys can see right here. All of a sudden now I'm going to draw that in all the way. And so you want that stomach to be sucked in. You want the back flat. Hold those contractions. Now we're going to go up just like that. Again, 10 times. So let's shoot for 10 here on the left. And again, if you need to take a break between these, if you need to do them 2, 3, 4, 5 at a time, no shame in that. Again, the most important part is what's happening right at your stomach. You should keep that stomach sucked in nice and tight. Good. Just like that. You guys looking good, looking strong.
There's 10.
Nice. 11.
So then switch.
Now switch it up. Now, if you'd like to, you can alternate legs with this. Just takes a little bit longer. You know, the important part is that you get it done. We're going for 10 of these leg raises. Oh, I didn't mention to you guys. Camille and I, we talked before I hit play on the camera. We're hitting this like a circuit workout, meaning we're going to go A, B, C, D, E instead of
10.
A, B, 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 C, C, C. So just something different to throw at it. We're just going to mix it up a little bit. Next, we're going to hit some of these posterior pelvic tilt with the ball squeeze. And so, again, ball is between the knees. Flatten the back, suck in the tummy, hit the ball squeeze. Except now, we're taking it from a 3-second hold to a 5-second hold. And then relax. Flat back, tight tummy, belly button comes in, hold, squeeze, 2, 4, 5, and then relax. Flat back, tight tummy, squeeze the ball, 2, 4, 5, and then relax. So we're taking those muscles and we're kicking on basically just muscle endurance is what we're after at this point. We always talk about that Kegel contraction while we're doing these posterior pelvic tilt with the ball squeeze. Posterior pelvic tilt, so flatten the back, tighten the tummy, squeeze the ball, and then hit that Kegel contraction. Again, do you want me to talk medical or do you want me to talk like we're real? So as if you're cutting off the flow of urine, or as if you're trying not to flatulate. But really, just don't pee, don't fart. Okay, you guys, those are the muscles that we're after. If you're trying to hold in your pee, if you're trying to hold in your fart, those are the muscles that I want you to contract while we're doing the ball squeeze. Looks just like that.
Here's
Good.
10.
Nice, fantastic. So again, 5-second holds up from 3-second holds is what we were doing on the last one.
Yep.
Okay, so at this point we hit some bridges for the first two exercises. We're going to progress bridges to next level by adding a march with it. So what I want you guys to do, we're going to tighten the tummy up. So let's suck your stomach in, squeeze your butt, lift up towards the ceiling. Now I want you to hold nice and high while we're going to lift the left leg up off the ground, right leg up off the ground, and then you can come back down. So that would be one. So flatten the back, tighten the tummy, squeeze the glutes, hold the glutes nice and tight. 1, 2, and then come down. Again, the part that you're not going to focus on is going to be your abs, because you're going to be working on keeping it up, keeping it tight, just like this. But again, trying to hit that TA contraction. We're working on a lot of what we call the posterior chain here. You can feel the glutes active with this. You can feel the lower back active with this. This is a good exercise. I give this actually to a lot of lower back pain patients. But again, for the purposes of this group and for the purposes of this workout, thanks, Mel.
You're welcome.
For the purposes of this workout, our focus is still on that TA. Should keep that belly sucked in nice and tight while we're hitting those bridges. Okay, cool. And so now we're going to roll over. Normally we would do some abduction and some adduction. We're going to progress that on phase 3 with some modified side planks. Sorry, my butt's in your face, babe. Okay, so the modified side plank. We're on our left sides right now. My left elbow is right below my left shoulder. Left knee is bent. Right leg is out straight. What I want to do now is pop up into a side plank. So now I'm on my left elbow and I'm on the outside of my left knee. But what I'm going to do, is that still running, do you think? I just got a low battery warning on my phone. So now what I'm going to do is keep that stomach sucked in. So we get up into this. It's a little bit more of a gravity-dependent position. We've been doing a lot on our back, where gravity helps us pull our belly button into our spine. That's the way gravity's pushing on it. Now, gravity's pushing our guts and our belly button straight down towards the floor. You have to work a little hard to hold that TA contraction. And so again, I'm here on my left side. We're going to hold that stomach nice and tight. And it is, what is it, 20 seconds?
We should be about there.
That's got to be 20 seconds.
I'm tired.
And so that was on the left side. And now we'll go over here onto the right side. So again, right elbow under my right shoulder. Right knee is bent. I'm going to pop up. So right now I'm on the outside of my right knee, the inside of my left foot, on my right elbow. And now we're going to pull in with that stomach. I should be able to look over at Camille and hit her a bunch. You see how tight that is, you guys?
Dinner was not that long ago.
Look how tight that is. That hurts my hand. You guys, I want that same thing to happen with you, okay? Don't let that hang out. That's what needs to be nice and tight. You should be able to hit it, and it should be nice and strong. Is that 20?
Let's say 20.
Okay, and so, again, 20-second hold on the left, 20-second hold on the right. Okay, new one for you.
These ones are probably the hardest ones for me.
We got to stand up, so we'll raise it up for you guys. Okay, so again, same principles that I just got done talking about. We're in phase 3. We move from a what was the gravity minimalized position to a position where we're actually pulling that TA against gravity, and so that's what these standing vacuums look like. And so a couple different ways that you can do them. In the description, I said let's tuck our hands up behind our head. And now what you're going to do, breathe all your air out. Okay, so there's no air in your lungs. And now suck your belly button into your spine and hold 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. That's got to be so lame to watch, you guys.
Right?
Like if you're just
Looks
joining
like
us
we're not
right
doing
now,
anything.
you're like, well, what the
Maybe
heck
turn
are
to the
Jerry and
side.
Camille doing? Breathe your air out. Breathe your air out. And suck in. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then relax. Good. And so, yeah, that's a good idea, babe. And so I'm going to let it all hang out. I'm going to push it out. There you go, you guys. That's the burrito belly from dinner.
Right?
Don't say wow. Okay, so now watch this, though. So we're going to suck all the air out. Okay, there's no air in my lungs. And now We're gonna suck in, nice and tight. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then relax. People are commenting on my burrito belly. I see your comments. Okay, and so that's 3. Okay.
Yep, 3. So.
Breathe your out, and now suck your stomach in. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then relax. Air out. Suck your air in, or excuse me, don't suck your air in. Suck your stomach in. 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. Camille's gonna keep going. You guys join Camille. I want to read comments just because I'm curious what people are saying. Oh, people are just watching. It's just different people joining. Hi, you guys. Thanks for joining us tonight. Suck your air out. Breathe all your air out. Suck your stomach in. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then relax. How many is that? Suck your air out.
7.
Good. Belly button comes in. 2, 3, 4, 5. It's gonna come hit you. Why are you holding your breath?
Hit me.
You can't hold your
I
breath.
didn't.
You
I
were.
can still breathe.
You were. Air goes out. Belly button comes in. You should be able to
See?
breathe
Still
through it.
breathing.
2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. Camille's got her hands down there. You'll notice in these videos, Camille likes to hold that spot. I think that's a great, we call it a tactile cue. You're holding that muscle. You can feel it contracting. Looks good, just like that. Air goes out. Belly button comes in. Now, the reason why belly button, or why the air goes out, so again, here we are standing normal. If I breathe all my air in, you'll see how that helps to suck my belly button in.
Last one.
But it's creating a negative pressure. It's my lungs filling up with air. It's my diaphragm contracting that's bringing my belly button in, okay? And so now, for contrast, if I'm here, and if I'm standing relaxed, and I breathe my air out, now I'm going to suck in. So see, that's the difference between those two contractions. It's not creating a negative pressure in my lungs. It's sucking the stomach in. It's an active TA contraction. Okay, you guys, so that's 1 of 3 sets. What's up, everybody? Looking good. Thanks, Sid. Erica does the same hold as you do. Don't hold your breath, you guys. Okay, cool. You guys better be doing this with us. If we're here on this camera doing this, you guys better be doing this with us. Don't just sit there and watch it. Get down on the floor right now. Just get down on the floor and join us.
We'll go faster this time.
Okay. Yep. Not as much. I like to explain things, you guys. It's part of the job.
He loves the sound of his voice.
Okay. Let's hit it. So posterior pelvic tilt with the heel side. Flatten your back. Stomach comes in. Slide left. Up. Slide right, back, and then we're just going to smash on it, okay? Back is flat, stomach is tight, you're holding that. If you have to reset it every time, no shame in doing that, but if you can keep that TA active, if you can keep that belly button sucked in, imagine me hitting you in the stomach. That's the brace that I want, you guys. I want that nice and tight, I want it nice and contracted. If you're here for diastasis recti, this is the one that's going to bring it closer together. This is the one that's going to heal up that gap. It's that transverse abdominis that we're trying to contract. It's the muscle that, again, sucks your stomach in towards your spine.
Okay.
Nice. So there's our heel slide. Straight leg raises is the next one. Flat back, tight tummy, suck in. Leg comes out, and we're going to go up and down. Again, a little bit more difficult because now we're keeping the weight of our leg away from that center of contraction right there, and so it becomes a little harder. Again, you guys, you can straight leg raise all day long, but what I want you to do is keep your back flat. You should be able to keep your back flat to the ground while you're doing this, and then you should also keep your stomach tight. You should be able to keep that belly button sucked into your spine the whole time. Those are the contractions that we're after. Flatten your back, tighten your tummy, so stuck that stomach in. We're going to go up. There's 1. Good, guys, just like that. 10 contractions, 10 straight leg raises on each leg. Flatten your back, tighten that tummy. Should be sucked in the whole time. Good, you guys, looks just like that. Keep everything zipped up, nice and tight. Last one, 10. Ball squeeze is going to be the next one. Again, 5-second holds. Flatten the back, suck in the stomach, squeeze the ball, squeeze the Kegel. 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. What are you doing?
I don't know. I was going up.
You're bridging.
I'm face
Camille's combining all of them. She's gonna bridge and march and straight leg raise, and she was doing a Kegel. You guys couldn't see her. She was doing a Kegel. Okay, flat back, tight tummy, squeeze. 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax. Flat back, suck in the stomach, squeeze here. 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. Flat back, tight tummy. 2. Don't fart, you guys. Don't fart, don't pee. Good. If you guys are sick of doing jumping jacks and leaking, if you're sick of jumping on the trampoline and leaking, you guys have to do Kegels. Your pelvic floor, you guys, gets wrecked during pregnancy. It's just a fact of life. That baby sits on there for 9 months, and then you squeeze a watermelon out of this. And so you guys, you have to do this. I'm talking straight to you, really.
I know.
That's the blessing and the curse of being married to a physical therapist.
Right? It's always my posture, my Kegels.
It's because I love you.
That's about it. Okay, what's next?
Marches.
Now we
Bridges with
bridge.
marches. I know, I gotta put my head down, you guys. So, okay, so suck in the stomach. So we're gonna contract that TA, squeeze the glutes, lift it up towards the ceiling, march left, march right, and then come right back down. Contract the TA, stomach goes in, 1, 2, and then come back down. Squeeze the stomach, squeeze the glutes, up, and then come right back down. One thing that I like to point out on the bridges with the march is the goal is to keep your hips high. And so Camille, keep going, you're doing great. And so again, so tighten the tummy up. As I come up into a march, I'm going to angle myself so you guys can maybe see it a little bit better. So and then I'm off the camera. So as I come up into a bridge, as I lift this leg up off of the ground, the weight of this leg and me removing that left foot for stability is going to want to collapse everything down to my left. It's your right glute and especially your right hip rotators that are going to have to keep that left hip up towards the ceiling. So when you're right here and come up, if this leg lifts up off the ground, this hip shouldn't go anywhere. This hip shouldn't collapse. So that's one thing that you guys can focus on while you do it. Okay, check it out. Side planks.
Side planks. Modified.
Camille's unmodified.
We both
Okay. And so up into the side plank. Again, most important part is I want that stomach, that TA, nice and active. Should be able to breathe through it. Again, the next exercise that we're going to hit are those standing vacuums. The same principle applies here. If you need to, breathe all your air out. Now suck in your stomach. And then that's the contraction that we're after. If you're feeling this in the right spot, and again, if that is active, you should feel it even all the way around. A lot of you have said, God, I feel this in my lower back. That's where that muscle actually originates. It starts on your lower back, it wraps around your sides, and then it connects right underneath that connective tissue. Call it the linea alba, the white line, if you will. Connective tissue that holds the two sides of your rectus abdominis together. That's the one that gets stretched out and torn with a diastasis. Those are the two halves we're trying to bring together. How we do it is with that TA, that transverse abdominis contraction. It's that corset muscle. Sucks everything in. You ladies, you guys are so proud. You guys there's been a couple of you who have posted measurements for us. Thanks, babe. And you're saying, like, look, my waist is down an inch, and I've only been doing this for like 2 or 3 weeks. It's because of that muscle, you guys. A strong muscle is a tight muscle. We can keep everything sucked in and tight. You guys are what is it? The proof is in the pudding. The measurements are going to reflect that. Okay, so standing vacuums. Hands are behind your head. Breathe all your air out. And then we're going to suck the belly button in, and we're going to hold it for a 5-second count. And then we're going to relax. Air goes out. Belly button comes in. 2, 3, 5. And then relax. Air goes out. Belly button comes in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. And so this transverse abdominis, keep counting, babe. This transverse abdominis, you guys, a lot of you, it's been cool, have even mentioned, like, subconsciously, really, you're contracting it, like, throughout your day. Seems like there was a comment, like I was driving around in my car, or else I was sitting at dinner, and actually found myself contracting that muscle. That's perfect, you guys. That's exactly what we want. This is something, it's like your Kegel muscles. In my physical therapy clinic, I call your Kegels your red light muscles. You're stopped at a red light, you're not doing anything, like, let's be honest, you might as well do something. So every time you come to a red light, do a set of 10 or 15 Kegels. Try that out. And then you can also add this transverse abdominis contraction. to that as well. Okay, one more thing that I gotta.
10.
Okay, that's 10. One more thing that I gotta mention, you guys. I'll take care of this. A couple more comments. Erica wants to come guest star. Let's do it. No, Erica's my little sister, you guys. I'm going to get her down here on a video, and I'm going to run her through one of these, so help me. Okay, so I was looking as we were writing down this workout for tonight, this phase 3 workout. Typo, you guys, my bad, in the Mommy Tummy Fix. I think that, if I remember correctly, it's just 10 times 5-second holds on the stomach vacuum, on the standing stomach vacuum. We're going to do 3 sets of that. I forgot to write in 3 sets of 10 5-second holds on the standing vacuum. I've got some revisions that I'm doing to the Mommy Tummy Fix. A lot of the questions that you guys have been asking in the group, I'm including those in there, and so I will get revised editions of that to you sometime. I'm not going to say when, but sometime it is coming. So, but for your information, we're doing 3 sets of all these. Okay, last set, you guys, here we go. Posterior pelvic tilt, TA activation, slide left, slide right, and then relax if you need to. If you can just smash it out, let's do it. So flatten the back, tighten the tummy. Again, we're holding that TA contraction. Let me use this, you guys. I've been holding my head up this whole time. Here we go. So flatten the back, tighten the tummy, slide left, slide right, and then back. Again, flatten the back, stomach sucks in. That's my most important part. That's why for the first 2 phases, we spent so much time building that out. I want you guys to just get super used to that contraction because that's the most important one. That's the one where basically everything that we do is built off of that. That's why it's so important to be able to hold that. Push up. Posterior pelvic tilt with a straight leg raise. Flat back, tight tummy. I'm going to go left first. You're going left first. Yeah. And then we're going to go up and down. Again, you guys, I don't want you to feel this in your hip flexor. Obviously, your hip flexor is active with this, but the thing that I'm the most concerned about is anchoring your pelvis with that TA. So flatten your back, anchor your pelvis, so your stomach should be nice and tight. You should be able to punch it. Camille's got her hands on it. She always does. I've got my hands on it. I want you to feel that contraction. You should be able to feel your stomach. You should be able to feel those muscles are tight. If you poke even like out here, this should be tight. That tells you that you're doing the right contraction here. Again, that rectus abdominis muscle, the sit-up, the crunch muscle in the front, I don't necessarily want that to be active. I'm showing you a bad demonstration here. You shouldn't have your head up like I'm holding mine. We're going to relax it like this. I'm just trying to get some better audio speaking into my camera and also see you guys. Okay, cool. Number 3, the posterior pelvic tilt with the ball squeeze. So let's go ahead and we'll hit it. Flat back, tight tummy, squeeze, 2, 3, and 5. Sorry, 4, 5, and relax. Good, just like that. Okay, so just like our other exercises, we want to, again, get that, or just like our other phases of this workout, we want to get that TA nice and active. We want to get that transverse abdominis fired up. But then we're going to build some of the other core muscles and some of the other core motions while holding that TA contraction. So you'll notice that we did some straight leg raises, kind of works the hip flexors. The ball squeezes are going to work the adductors. After this, we're going to hit the bridges. With the marches, we're going to hit the glutes and kind of the posterior chain. We're rolling over onto the side planks to hit the lateral walls. You guys, we're hitting every core muscle that we can, except for that rectus abdominis, the one in the front that we want to avoid contracting. Everything else, you guys, is taken care of with these phases in the Mommy Tummy Fix. Part of the reason why it's so effective is because we're hitting that TA contraction, but then we're challenging that contraction as we go through all these different motions, all these different planes of movement. Last one, you guys. Nice job. 4, 5, and relax. All right, cool. Bridges. So speaking of the bridges, so contract the tummy, stomach sucks in. So stomach's in my spine, glutes raise up, march left, march right, and then come back down. TA contraction, glutes lift my hips, march, and then come back down. Hips stay nice and high. Don't let the hips collapse while you're doing this. Am I down to 10% now? Babe, keep going. You're doing awesome.
Thanks.
Guys, I needed to charge my phone more. I've got 10% battery. We can smash through 10 more. Or we can smash through however many more we need to smash.
Well,
What,
4 more.
what are we on, babe?
This
4
is
more?
6.
6. Here we go. So TA contraction, glutes come up. 1, 2. We got 3 more. Glutes, TA. 1, 2, and down. Again, right here, you guys, if you need to set it up between every contraction, you can, or between every march, you can. Good. Looks just like that.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Side planks. Okay, so rolling over onto my left side, and let's pop up into that side plank. I'm on my left elbow, I'm on my left knee, stomach comes in. We're using a ton of obliques, internal, external oblique. The oblique's on the left side of my stomach for this one. But again, it's that TA contraction. I want you to suck in that stomach, and I want you to hold it. It's a 20-second hold in phase 3. We're going to build on that actually in 4, 5, 6. We're going to get into, away from the modified side plank, into a full side plank, but then we're still also holding that TA contraction. Is that 20 seconds?
20.
That's got to be 20 seconds.
It's because you're talking.
I know, it's tough to
Gets out of
talk through these at the same time. All right, so now on my right side, right elbow, right knee, inside of my left foot, TA contraction. So you're holding that stomach, that belly button sucked into your spine as much as possible, you guys. Looks good, just like that. How many weeks were you on phase 3?
This one I think was just 1.5 maybe.
Okay, so Camille, so again, you guys, everything that we do with the Mommy Tummy Fix, this is everything that I've run patients through. This is everything that I ran my wife through with her diastasis after our 4th kid.
But
Again,
4,
she's,
5, and 6 took me 2 to 3 weeks. 6 I still do. 6
Okay.
is hard.
So phase 3, you were here for about 1.5 weeks. Again, go at your own rate, go at your own progression. You should be able to do each exercise perfectly with great form before you move on to the next phase.
Yep.
Okay, you guys, last one. Let's do it before my battery runs out. Breathe your air out, suck your stomach in, and just hold it right there. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then relax. You want to see burrito Jared again? So here I am. Here I am pushing my stomach out. Okay, that's what it looks like. Now I'm going to breathe all my air out. Now I want to bring that in. So it looks just like that. So it should be in there nice and tight. Hold nice and tight. 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax. Are you showing burrito Camille? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, mine's just baby. It's leftover
Fair enough.
baby.
Fair enough.
By the end of the day, I can stick it out way further.
Breathe your air out. I think that's true for most people. 2, 3, 4, 5. And relax. Good. And so you can bring your arms above your head. Basically, that just creates more space for your abdomen to contract. Camille, you see that she's done a couple of them down here. Air comes out, stomach goes in. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then
This
relax.
is a good one too to do a Kegel at the same time.
What?
I know, I'm the
Who
anti-Kegel
are you,
girl,
and
but
where's my wife?
I know.
Air goes out, stomach comes in. 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. Okay, let's try. Oh wait, oh yeah, 5 seconds. We're good.
Yeah.
Air goes out, stomach goes in. Kegel, don't pee, don't fart. 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax.
Just takes it to the next level.
I know. Like again, like if you're just tuning in now, you guys, this is probably the most intense part of the video as we're standing
like
here
superhero.
with hands on
Get
our
it.
hips.
Get your workout
Get you some, ladies. Okay. Hair goes out, stomach comes in, hit the stomach contraction, hit the Kegel contraction. 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax.
By the end of doing these, I'm tired. Like my
It's a good one. You guys, this is a good workout. Air goes out, stomach comes in. 2,
So much
4,
sucking
5,
in.
and relax.
It's got to be about 10.
Now let's do 2 more.
Okay.
Air goes out, stomach comes in, everything hold nice and tight. 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. Okay,
One more.
air goes out. It's gonna come hit you, but I didn't want to
Then
return
you
it.
realized you wanted to sleep baby tonight.
I didn't want to sleep in my bed tonight. 2, 3, 5, and that's it. Nice job, ladies. Fantastic. Phase 3 workout is in the books. Again,
Did it.
you're going to stay here just as long as you feel like you need to before we move on to phase 4. Camille and I will film that one as soon as we
A
can,
week
probably
or so.
next week, week and a half.
Yep.
Give you guys a chance to get there, with confidence. Thanks so much for joining us. If you do have any questions, I know a couple of comments have kind of been popping up. We're going to jump on. We're going to answer those right now. If you have any questions as you watch this, either tonight or tomorrow or the next day,
The days after.
feel free to leave those comments. We'll still be checking this group as regularly as we can.
Yep.
So thanks so much for joining us, you guys. Have a great night. We will see you again. Okay.
Good night.